There are people who will respond to direct mail, and there are people who will respond to email. And yes, okay, the people who respond to email may be slightly cheaper to reach. That it is not fair to conflate customer value with cheapness of acquisition. And I'll tell you a wonderful story which illustrates this. A very, very wise person who runs a very successful online travel business. We were sitting in a meeting, and the chief executive and founder was just sitting at the end, and somebody used the phrase, the need to maximize online conversion from the website. And the guy just said, very shrewdly, he said, hold on this basis. He said, the typical visitor to our website converts at about 0.8%. The typical person, now he acknowledged the fact we're not comparing like with like here, okay? The typical person who phones us up converts at 35%. Now, he said, I appreciate the fact that people who phone us up are warmer prospects than people who visit the site. Nevertheless, he said, do you really want to hide the phone number on the site to minimize the cost of the call center? Because, as you could roughly put it, I'd rather have 90% of a lot than 100% of not very much. Mm-hmm. What you're doing is you're actually effectively privileging low cost to serve over ultimate value. Mm-hmm. Now, when would you do something so silly? Well, the answer is you do it if you had very short time horizons. If you're obsessed about the next quarter, okay, and if you basically were trying to impress the shareholders largely through cost cutting, that's exactly the mistake you'd make. And I'm not generally very vociferous, but I did write quite extensively against the business of closing railway ticket offices. And I also have written fairly extensively against this practice of supermarkets of more or less trying to force their customers to self-checkout.